Grab your snacks, hide your show mates, ditch your reliance, and let's dive into this Big Brother drama with Kinda Unhinged. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Big Brother video, and we are on episode 12. So we begin this episode right after Adrian and his piece of bread are evicted from the Big Brother house. And we have Catherine, Rylie, Kelly, and Keanu trying to figure out what went wrong because they had a pact along with Zach and Vince to vote to evict Will so that way it would be a 6-6 vote and Lauren would be the tiebreaker and Adrian would still be in the house. So when they confronted Zach and Vince about it, Zach said that he didn't go through with it because he didn't want to put Lauren in that position to have to break a tie. Vince, he kind of like apologizes for not sticking with the vote. So now Catherine, Rylie, and Kelly are realizing who's really on their side. And they're thinking, Keanu, he stuck with the plan. He did what he was supposed to do, but Zach and Vince didn't. So now they're leaning more toward trust in Keanu versus Zach and Vince. Zach and Vince are pretty much trying to toe the line and play both sides. So that's not a shocker that they didn't stick with their plan. But Kelly is pissed. She feels betrayed. She says she's never volunteering to go up on the block again. And I say, thank you. Is that what it took to get you not to volunteer anymore? Like, girl, please don't ever do that again. Thank you for waking up. So we get to the HOH competition, and it's a killer carnival competition. And there's 13 house guests that are playing in this HOH, and they have to break up into groups of 4. So that leaves one house guest out. And that house guest that was left out was Kelly. And that surprised me that nobody wanted Kelly on their team. That was odd because she seems to be a good competitor. But because nobody chose her to be on their team, she was automatically advanced to round 2. So this is one of those competitions where they have to walk across these balance beams and hit buzzers and make it back to their buzzer like faster than the other players. And Keanu breezes through this thing and wins round 1. So after Keanu wins round 1, he is allowed to knock out 2 players from each of the other 2 teams. And he chooses Will, Ashley, Morgan, and Mickey. And immediately when they have to pick players for round 2, Rachel runs over and grabs a hold of Keanu because she's like, I'm on your team. And she bullies herself onto his team. And she does this to ensure that he can't win again or they win together. So she's really trying to save her side of the house by making that move. And honestly, if I was Keanu, I would have been like, girl, if you don't go in somewhere, that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, I love Rachel, but girl, chill. So in round 2, Rylie is able to secure the win for his team, which knocks out the other 2 teams. And the last round was between Rylie, Zach, and Jimmy. And Rylie completely nails it and wins the HOH. And I was thrilled for him because I really like Rylie. And Rylie said he was ready to stir the pot. And I said, good, because we're tired of these safe weeks and y'all putting the obvious people on the block. So that was a breath of fresh air. And Rylie has a feeling that either Morgan, Ashley, or Mickey have the last power, and he wants to flush that power. So he thinks that he's going to put all 3 of them on the block. So Zach tells the girls, hey, he's thinking about putting y'all 3 on the block. And of course that gets them worried. And now Mickey's thinking, do I need to use my power or ride it out? Ultimately, she decides to go ahead and activate the power. And an alert goes off in the house and everybody's looking around like, oh my God, what is this? What's going on? So Rylie's called to the DR room. He comes back with a letter and he is pissed. He's pissed when he finds out that somebody just dethroned him. And he's like, whoever it is, just tell me now and I'll keep you safe. Like, y'all are playing with me. This is my time to see my family. Tell me now! Like, he is pissed beyond belief. And as a part of this power, Rylie is able to interrogate each house guest for 3 minutes. So Mickey's like, I need to make sure that some of this heat stays off of me so he doesn't choose me. So she enlists the help of Rachel, who is an actress, to try to help throw Rylie off of her scent. So when he does his investigations, everybody's pretty much throwing out that it's got to be Ashley, Morgan, or Mickey. Everybody has that down, that it's probably them. Rachel's saying anything, oh, it could be America. She's saying whatever she can to not implicate Mickey. Because of the type of person that Ashley is, she laughs and smiles a lot. Well, when she goes up there to Riley's HOH room, she's like smiling like she always does. And Riley's like, what are you smiling about? Like, why would you be smiling? Like, this is terrible news for me and you're smiling. And some people smile when they're nervous. But he took this as a sign of guilt and he was pissed. And not only did he take that as a sign of guilt, Catherine took it as a sign of guilt. And she's like, Ashley, what are you laughing about? Because she believes that Ashley has the power and she's laughing in Riley's face. And Ashley's like, what are you talking about? And then Rachel sticks up for Ashley because Rachel knows Ashley doesn't have the power. And also, like, why are you bullying Ashley, Catherine? Like, we realize you have a problem with her because of Showergate, but chill. People can smile if they want to smile. I didn't like that from Catherine. I thought that was very mean girl energy. Like, I get that your man is like in his situation, but girl, chill, you know? That was crazy. Rylie finally gets to the point where he chooses who he thinks has the power. And he thought that Ashley had the power, and of course Ashley did not have the power, and they told the person who had the power to stand up, and it was Mickey. And Rylie was pissed, and he said, you lied right to my face. And she's like, no, I didn't. You didn't ask me, which is true. He didn't ask her when she was up there. He was already saying who he thought it was, and he was venting. He never even asked her, hey, do you have the power? So she didn't have to lie to him because he was just talking and rambling. This shook up the house more than we've seen anything all game long. So I am looking forward to the aftermath of this. And I'm looking forward to see who she's going to nominate to evict. Because at this point, you might as well go ahead and put Rylie on the block because he's coming for you. Because he hates her. He was angry, and I would have been mad too because what? But you can't be too mad. This is a game. Like, people gotta lie, backstab. That's what you do in this type of game. So you can't be that mad. You signed up to play Big Brother. But that was pretty much it, guys. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this episode in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more Big Brother videos, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please hit the like.
Flurries, you better grab a life vest, Kristen.